Whoa. Okay, so 7 o'clock in the morning on my way to the Weapons Expo. The sun's barely up. Wonder if our protesters are. Fight the system or stay in bed. Well, I guess we'll see. And yeah, just walking past the cop shop here. I'm sure our boys in blue will be busy. And I'll be keeping an eye on everyone just to make sure everyone behaves themselves on both sides. Of course, as an impartial journalist. And this is not the United States. This is good old New Zealand, so I don't expect too much trouble. Here we go, cop shop. Woo. So, here we are. And it looks like our protesters have been busy little beavers. They're already here. They've already got their signs up. And the cops are here. Haven't quite found where their base is yet, but here we are. It's going to be a bit difficult to get up there, so I'll get on that. Yeah, apparently they had to get here even earlier because the delegates were going to try and get here earlier, so I'm not late, they're early. So, whoa! Not sure how safe that looks. I'm going to try and get up close. Yeah, so I'm late, or you're early, so this was supposed to start at 7:30. Do you mind explaining what happened?
We just got word that things had changed and we were to be here at 6:30. Obviously, those who were in the know knew other things had altered. So we were all here at 6:30, short of sleep.
Yeah, so fight the system or stay in bed.
Exactly. And it's a worthy cause. Absolutely.
I was impressed with how many people are out here.
Yeah, no, well, it's just can't believe really. Yeah, people would even be able to have this expo. It's just disgusting.
We've got a bit of drama here. Arguing over the banner.
Jacket on, eh?
Hmm?
You got a $50 jacket on.
Journalist.
Journalist, oh. You're doing the BYD, aren't you?
Sorry?
Are you doing BYD?
BYD?
Bachelor for that?
Oh, I'm doing diploma of radio journalism.
We untie these.
You're not allowed to touch this. People are attached to this.
Bit of a standoff.
Whoop.
I think that's about the most drama I've seen all day.
It's just interesting because you've got to be careful, you're not allowed to touch them, but if they go to touch the banner, then you're going to have to do something to stop them doing that, and it's a dilemma as to how you manage that, but I think I would end up touching them. Then to save the people on the ropes.
So explain to me how this works. So you've got people
Attached to they're attached to the banner, so you take the banner down, then they are actually attached to the banner.
cunning.
Yeah. So that's why no one's to touch the banner.
Well, at least they've got helmets and harnesses on.
It's a long way to fall onto the concrete. Yes, they are, but I mean that's also.
You guys must have got here so early to get all this set up.
Well, I think they've been the precinct in Wellington and Auckland must be working overtime to even get organised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're pretty sure that I'm only coming by vehicle, so I think I think we don't need to be here. Like, we would be prepared to move here, so I think over here is better because we can mobilise easier. But thank you guys, that was like awesome.
It was good.
So yeah, we just saw a couple of delegates frustratedly stomp away.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
That's great. It's great they can't get in. We're here to shut down the Weapons Expo, so if people aren't getting in, then we're succeeding, so we're pleased about that.
And I heard this morning, so I got here on time but late, you guys had to like start like a whole hour earlier.
Yes, we've been here since very early, at least 6. We wanted to make sure that we're here as early as possible. Like I say, we want to shut it down. We think that profiting from war is immoral, and the people that are meeting here today represent some of the biggest weapons manufacturers in the world. So it's really important to us that we try and disrupt business as usual for an industry that profits from violence.
What about people who aren't delegates who simply work at the stadium or at the sports centre down below? Are you going to be letting them in?
We're doing everything we can to only block the entrances to the conference venue. We're doing everything we can to make sure that happens.
What if the delegates are wearing a disguise?
We're trying to plan for everything. We are trying to block the entrances to the stadium. We think that we're doing that at the moment. We think we're succeeding. So, yeah.
They won't punish you if we don't let you in.
People still have to live in war-torn countries with what's happening there.
I'm great.
Yeah, there we go.
It should be here in New Zealand.
Thank you so much, mate.
Maybe you could talk to management and ask them not to host it.
We don't own the stadium.
Still have say, mate.
Agree.
Everybody has a voice.
So who was he with?
He said he was
Institute of Sport.
Pardon?
New Zealand Institute of Sport.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell with all these suits, right?
Oh, at least that's who he said he works for. So.
No.
And he said he was 100% with us, so I said go home.
Oh, they have
Join
some
us.
officers in there.
Yeah.
Oh, today? Oh, well, he'll get a day off. So lucky him, mate.
Cool. So it looks like the protesters are letting normies in.
Yeah, cheers.
It's a bit hard.
He hasn't got guns in there.
No.
No, trust me, I know this.
It's a really good cover. Oh,
Yeah. He definitely looks like a sports type. He definitely looks like a sports
This one
type.
doesn't look like a sports type.
I think if you're wearing a suit, you're going to have a very difficult time getting in here.
Yeah. I don't think it's just suits, it's just...
It's like this
There's also
guy.
army uniforms.
Yeah.
With the what, sorry? No, sorry.
I work here. Alright.
Have a good day off.
Take a 6 day.
Join the union.
So yeah, how are you feeling about today?
Pretty positive from what we understand. We've at least been able to delay the arms dealers from coming into the Westpac Stadium. So, you know, these people are very confident and resolute in trying to stop them from getting in. So I feel pretty positive at the moment.
So we just got word that there's buses coming with delegates and they might try and get through the blockade up on the ramp on the other side. So fortunately we can't get around there very quickly, so we're just going to try and get footage of it from here. But yeah, things are starting to heat up a bit. The delegates are frustrated. The protesters seem to be doing a pretty good job at what they're trying to do. No violence so far, and that's a good thing. Yeah, so base camp set up, they got some beats going. Is this a dance party or a protest? Well, if they're going to be here for a while, I suppose it makes sense. Might as well enjoy yourself. Oh my god, would you look at that? So we've got a line of cops and that view. Smoke on the water. That's Wellington City for you folks.
Alright peeps, I'm getting word that they're trying to get in right round the far side. There's peeps around there, they're stopping them. This is awesome, you're doing great. We want to hold this space too. Is there a couple of things?
So we just got word that they're shut down Waterloo Quay, and those of you who don't know Wellington, that's the major road that comes off the motorway from the highway along the waterfront towards the train station, and so they're going to be trying to get some buses in, so we'll see if we can capture that.
Okay, so here we are. Here's the real action. Oh, I'm running. So here we go.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame!
Hey, you gotta chill out.
Hey! Shame on you! Hey, they're washing you! You're kicking people! You DK, you woman!
You're obstructing a public way! You're arrested!
Hey, look at that!
Far out there! Come over, come over, come over! Violet, hold it back. You're obstructing a public road. Move out of the way. Wedge on, mate. Wedge. Wedge. Onside! Onside!
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, I heard there were some people getting kicked on the ground.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyone need water?
For a good cause.
What are you doing with my phone? What do you want the people not to see?
Back off.
Is this who you are?
Back off, you won't get hurt if you guys get in the way.
Think about it. Shame on you. 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 Serve the people, not their dollar. 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 Serve the people, not their dollar.
Follow the men! Follow the men and make more lines! Off the road so it was your choice. Always your choice. Okay, everybody that can sit down and go.
Yeah, we need a lot.
Thank you. Stand up.
Okay, turn around, sit down, put the banner in front of you. That's fine. You need free. Can we go to the next section, please? What? You want to come down this way? We need some folks to stay here. Yeah, and we need some.
Well, things certainly got a lot more exciting, as you saw in that footage.
Oh, there she is.
We got some arrests, some a bit rough and tumble. So our bus got out and the protesters have just got back together behind me and they're following a line. got a couple of people here who got arrested. Guy standing up looks alright. Guy on the ground looks a bit worse for wear. Probably a bit concussed. Yep, so motorists supporting the protesters. Honk honk. He's getting charged for something. So another one gets led away. Oh, he got pretty beaten up. Hey, Gail.
Hey, yeah.
So that was a bit raucous. What can you tell me about that?
Well, I mean, clearly the police are siding with the interests of the arms dealers over Bill of Rights protected right to protest. And it's very sad, actually, and I think people were chanting "serve the people, not the dollar" before, and that's true. I think the police should really think about what they're doing here and why they're attacking these unarmed protesters.
So how many people got arrested?
So far, I've heard about at least 3. Yeah,
3.
at least, yeah.
So is this as bad as previous years, or?
I think a couple of years ago when I was arrested, it was quite bad. I mean, there were about 26 people arrested initially then. We just hope that the police stopped doing this, because last year, the year before when I was arrested, 2015, they used mass arrests as a tactic for breaking up a protest. And they were actually found guilty, or they were found to have wrongfully arrested us and had to pay costs. So I think it's a very terrible tactic for a democratic, state to have, for its police force to just arrest people en masse and try and punish them for voicing dissent. And actually something that I think the vast majority of Wellingtonians, judging by the support that we're getting from cars, they back us, and I'm really glad to see that, despite the fact that we've been blocked, this road's been closed down by the police, people aren't blaming us, they're tooting at us and showing support, so that's very heartening.
Yeah, we need to get them to come over though, and how easy is that going to be?
Try get side on.
Yeah, I'm recording. Cool. Okay, so we're just going to try and get a comment from the cops. Not bloody likely, but it's going up.
Would the police like to make a comment? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, they're not talking. It's the problem with being a journalist. To be fair and balanced, you need both sides to talk, and they don't always talk. I'd like to know what those guys were arrested for.
A bunch got dragged away because the van was leaving and they wouldn't move the line.
Do you know what they were charged with though?
I guess resisting an arrest, I don't know.
Obstruction or something?
Yeah, so we would have liked to have shuffled over there straight away, but as soon as we made a break in our line, the police have stepped forward, so we thought we'd serve better by holding. Yeah.
Sorry, you got right in my shot.
That's right.
You're tied up to one of your eyelids.
Emotional kind of.
That was a rather civil conversation.
Yeah.
It's supposedly just doing their jobs, eh?
That's what they've told me so far, is that
Yeah.
they all wish they could be on the side of the fence, but they've got to pay their bills, and
Unfortunately, security and police have to do the job.
they do.
Yeah.
And often security and police do a really good job of what they do, and they're ultimately here to make sure that everybody is safe, right? Because as much as everybody here on the side of the protest is here to stand up for what they believe in and stop massive incidences of murder occurring, what we're seeing here has been mildly aggressive. People get hurt, and so the cops and the security are here to make sure that everybody's safe.
Nothing like the States.
Nothing like the States. I am so grateful that we live in a country like this where the cops are amicable for the most part, you know? Yeah.
Hey Blair. So is you as knackered as I feel? So kids at home, welcome to being a journalist.
Yeah. Not for the playing harder, that's for sure.
Plenty of action. Well, it's only 10:30 and I'm stuffed. I have to hand it out to these protesters that are going to be here all day. Maybe I'll come back, I don't know, but yeah, just that one confrontation took a lot out of me, so this might be the end of it for me. But you all got to see what this was all about. Bye.